question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the football first. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings. And Palmer, obviously, in the booth was pretty solid, too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went...
Breaks into the open.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Anger. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on third down? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. When you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Still on his feet at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The deep thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Got his man. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time, but people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member at the SEC, and that was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And you want to talk about game tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Gonna look downfield again. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. A methodical drive, sword-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Across the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Off the play fake on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep...
He's got it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Morton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle here for the offense. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Governor's Cup is on the line, and already the Dogs and Ramblin' Wreck have given us some impressive moments.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lynch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Got a man. It's Cox. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
He's brought down at the 28. And that's good.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Making side adjustments here. From the red zone, looking for a man. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. This time he's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets. this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plucks it out of the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anger. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. D's showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. It's Morton. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this one splits the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The Georgia Tech chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. To short hands, it's Duke. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get it, second guy finally did. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Inside the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball. He'll try to take it back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more...
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? He's looking downfield to throw. grab behind the line. It's moved. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows.
Touchdown Bulldogs! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And that might be a dagger. They've pushed the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's showing you his open field running ability. He's showing you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Dogs! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to escape and get it himself. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. That is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
The clean, old-fashioned hate was evident, and now Georgia Tech has even more reason to hate the Dogs because the red and black come out on